That's appropriate talk coming from a Vanguard pilot.
That's exactly your problem. You don't think. If you were such a lousy reporter, you wouldn't be stuck all the way out here.
I mean, I guess maybe that's true, but if so, you're just as stuck out here as I am. So what does that say?
Oh, wow. You really do want me to kick your ass, don't ya?
All right, that's enough. Bastion, go cool off. Get a drink.
Whatever. Fine.
Holden, I appreciate that you have a job to do. I really do. But you need to consider that you don't operate in a vacuum. If you're stationed here long term, that means you're around these people all day, every day. And they're not going to like it if you're making them look bad.
Lieutenant Commander Marquez, I appreciate your concern, but I have an obligation to SSNN to report on what I see.
I'm sure they do know that, Holden. I'm just saying, maybe use a little more discretion in your reporting. Maybe a lot. Don't worry. When the next big story breaks out here, I'll be sure to help you get the scoop, okay?
I will think on that. Thank you. I try not to trade in gossip, but if you have any verifiable information, I'm always...
I should be grateful that things are so quiet here. But it just makes me uneasy. Haven't seen you around here before. Welcome to the den. Reina Marquez. I head up the Vanguard station here. Good to see another Vanguard pilot. You assigned here, or just passing through? Right. Okay. Good. Was afraid I'd gotten another transfer without any warning. Nothing against you personally, of course. I'd just like to know who I'm responsible for before they show up on my doorstep. You need anything? Say the word. We're short on luxuries here. But for a fellow Vanguard, I'll do what I can to help.
Very kind of you, Reina. Saying I like you.
Oh gosh, no. Vanguard wasn't even a thought back when this place was first built. The den, the original den, mind you, got blown up during the Serpent's Crusade. UC Navy immediately rebuilt the station. I think largely out of spite. Sometimes I think that's why they keep it operational, too. Certainly hasn't had much real purpose since the Colony War ended. I'm glad we have it as a post, and Marcel and the Trade Authority do some decent business, which I try very hard not to pay attention to. But the station has never recaptured that old glory. Don't think it ever will, really. Vanguard's here if you need us.
Ever run into spacers? Scumbags and scavengers.
I know we're not a priority for the Vanguard or the UC, but it's still space.
I really did think this. If you're ever in New Atlantis, mind putting in a good word for me? I don't think my messages to SSNN are getting through. Well, I certainly feel that way. The Vanguard pilots don't seem to want to associate with me. I don't agree with Mr. Romack's views on the Colony War, so there are few options left to me. You know, I really thought volunteering for this assignment was going to be the boost to my career that I was looking for. Now I suspect even SSNN has forgotten about me. So I've been told. Well, the Vanguard pilot, you know. I could, so long as I don't mind seeming like an abject failure. But I just know that the day after I leave, some giant story will break. That seems to be the way things go. Goodbye, then.
Always a pleasure to meet someone new. Welcome to the Trade Authority. I'm Marcel, and if there's anything I can do for you. Our stock may not be as vast as New Atlantis or Sidonia, but I will do my best to see that you leave here. And seeing as the Trade Authority is the only fully licensed operator for the Den, I'm afraid your alternatives are, shall we say, slim. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, and I hope this and all future interactions are profitable for both of us. It's very kind of you to offer, but I am currently not in a position to personally require your services. There are, however, likely some Trade Authority contracts available at the terminal down in the bar. I'm sure you're already aware that the Trade Authority is quite generous when it comes to completing said contract. You won't find a better offer.
It's a little surprising, isn't it?
You're out there a lot, right? In space? Just do us all a favor and never turn into one of those spacers. Scum of the galaxy. Robbing.
Hey there. Ain't seen you before. What brings you to the Den? Ah, man with a purpose. Good, I like that. Don't worry, I won't ask questions. I know well as anyone that secrets ought to stay secret. Well, you're welcome here, so long as I don't hear you disrespecting the United Colonies military. You got a problem with our history or our heroes? You can find somewhere else to get yourself a drink. Clear? Well, now that depends. You support the UC? Consider yourself a patriot? Sure as hell does. Alright, maybe you can help me out. Had some posters made up a while back to remind folks of the good work Ve Victus has done for all of us. Try and push back against all the lies the government tells. I'd put them up here, but that's, caused some friction with the Vanguard pilots. I hate to see them go to waste, though. If a strong-willed, patriotic individual, such as yourself, were to make sure some of them were placed where they could inspire the people of the United Colonies, well, that'd be something. And there'd be some credits in it for anyone helping out the UC. What do you think? I was thinking the well might be a good spot. People down there might be more receptive, don't you think? That's the spirit. All right. Posters are in the back there. You just let me know when you're done. Some of the UC's finest here. Tell me something I don't know. You should have seen this place 30 years ago. UC's best and brightest were in and out of here all the time. But then the colony war and, well, most folks don't like to be honest about that. I ain't one to turn my back on those who saved us in those days. And because I won't dishonor the memory of Ve Victus, business drives me. Ain't my problem if people don't like to face the reality of what happens in wartime. Man was a hero, not a traitor. Oh, he was a brilliant man. Just brilliant. Best leader we could have asked for in a crisis. He made the tough decisions no one else could. Did what needed to be done. Saved our asses. And when it was over, they turned on him. Called him a traitor and executed him. Just shameful. Well, not all of us are just gonna go along with rewriting history. Some of us remember. We saw it happen. Ve Victus sacrificed everything to save the United Colonies. That's what a real hero does.
Long live the UC.
Highness? Have something for me? Goodbye. All right, Captain. Where are we headed next?
How can I be of service, Captain?
Oh, this station's seen better days. I wonder if the UC will ever fully restore it to its former glory.
Captain Roy, do you require assistance? I will see you at a later time.
Anything I can help you with?
Was there something? Good to see you. By all means.